it's a wrecking ball, really, against the Christian claim that Jesus was of the tribe of Judah and really of the Davidic line. It doesn't work through the mother. This tells us very clearly, and this was hard for me to accept, but it is if Jesus was born of a virgin, he cannot be the son of David.
Right.
What? Right. He cannot be of the tribe of Judah. So there is no Lion of the tribe of Judah. And you've seen that on posters, and we have
Yep.
statues that have been put together here in Israel and put around the country, hinting at the Lion of the tribe of Judah. He's not of the tribe of Judah if he didn't have an earthly father. The Messiah has to have an earthly father in order to be of the tribe of Judah. It couldn't be any plainer than when you look at this particular text in Bamidbar, in the book of Numbers, makes it very clear and very plain that you don't get tribal identity from a mother. We ran into this in a previous Parsha where somebody had an Egyptian father and a Jewish mother. He had no tribal identity, and there was the whole controversy what to do with this guy. And he ended up messing things up and messed his own life up because of it. I just bring this up because it's one of those things that once you see it, it's like the night sky and somebody points out to you the Big Dipper. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yes, right.
It's so right there in front of you. And it's reconfirmed all throughout, the scripture when it comes to things that are genealogical. Is it any wonder then that Paul said, "Don't pay attention to endless genealogies"?
Exactly. He
Okay.
absolutely was trying to cover something up, and now we know what that something was.
Right.
Yeah.
So I know that this is hurtful or painful to some people listening. Say, Sanders, what are you talking about? You obviously you were never saved, so you can't possibly know. I believed in him. My life gloriously changed. You know what? I know somebody who was a real mess in his family, and he believed, he had faith, started a Bible study on Monday nights, and he went to that church that came from Utah, but his life totally changed because he believed. Now, what do you do with that? Because everybody in what we call Orthodox Christianity, I don't mean the Eastern Orthodox Church, but I mean, let's say, accepted Christianity, evangelicalism, for example, everybody says the Mormons are a cult.
Yep.
But he believed, his life changed. What about the JWs? What about people who go to 12-step programs and have faith in a power greater than themselves and straighten out their lives? Is there only one? It's obvious there's not one.
And they all have miracles too. I mean, they all
They
experience
do.
miracles. So.
They absolutely do.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to go by the hard aspects of the text. And the hard aspects of the text here tell us that tribal identification or membership is transmitted father to son. And here's another, I guess, last example I want to use here. I think I've heard Rabbi Singer talk about this because he's a Cohen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if Rabbi Singer, as a Cohen, were to adopt a Jewish boy who wasn't a Cohen, would that boy automatically then become a Cohen because Rabbi Singer is?
No, because he's not biological.
No, he's Yisrael, so
Mm-hmm.
he's probably from Judah or Benjamin,
So even if Jesus was adopted, it still wouldn't work.
Right,
Yeah.
precisely, and that's I remember one of the first Bible studies that I ever gave. I was around 20, 21 years old, I guess, and the very first study I did, I feel embarrassed for those kids, is I subjected them to a comparison between Matthew 1 and Luke 3 about the genealogies, and I tried to match them up.
Oh,
What a
wow.
painful thing. Can you
Wow.
imagine being 16 years old, sitting there listening to this Yahoo, this who's just a few years out of the hippie movement, trying to explain this complicated genealogy that's
That's
like,
funny.
who cares? I just, where's the feel-good stuff? Where's the popcorn?
Yeah,
So
that's funny.
let's sing. So I just want to kind of wrap it up and say that
Okay.
this is a very critical verse for everyone to really think about because it causes, it's a wrecking ball, really, against the Christian claim that Jesus was of the tribe of Judah and really of the Davidic line. It doesn't work through the mother. Okay, Jewish identity, sure. But as far as being part of the royal lineage, hold on to your strimel, as Rabbi Singer would say. He can't possibly be because he doesn't meet the criteria. He doesn't fit this word here, yit yeldu. He can't present the proper pedigree, no matter what Matthew says and Luke says. Interestingly enough, that Mark didn't talk about it, right?
Yep. Right.
Starts out as a grown man, and John didn't start about it. There's no narrative in either of those two.
And
I
Mark was
wonder
the
why.
Mark was the very first of the Gospels chronologically.
That's correct. He was the
Yeah.
first chronologically.
Shalom, my dear friends. Hope this message finds you well. If you like the way this channel is going, and the channel has been a blessing to you, please consider supporting the channel by going to the website, TaNachTalk.com. TaNachTalk.com. Thank you once again for your time and for supporting TaNaCh Talk. Shalom.
אני אתה אתם תמיד תמיד כולם ביחד חשוב מכל חשוב והכרחי להיות ביחד איפוק זו העוצמה ויתור זו הגדולה השאיפה